What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing yet another Glorio showcase here. Today I wanted to show off Piccolo and Nail. So the Easy A Physical Dokkan Fest Piccolo and then the Easy A Banner Unit AGL Nail here. They have pretty impressive kits. Now, they are build-up units. There aren't a ton of events that have been released in modern times where the idea is to like stack for infinite ages. Obviously, that's where these two characters will perform the best because they are infinite defense stackers. So I want to try to take them into one or two fights today that are going to have a lot of phases that are going to be a little bit longer. One thing I will point out. Oh, so yeah, we are on the Kid Buu red zone here. This is the stage 4 out of 5, not the Kid Buu stage, but the Majin Buu absorption stage instead. I picked this one because there's like 5 phases to it, so we'll hopefully be able to get a lot of build up. So let's go ahead and jump in. But yeah, one of the biggest downsides of this team, of trying to do this type of thing on the Glorio team, is that Glorio himself does so much damage. It's going to be really, really hard for you to adapt a strategy of being able to move slowly through these events and allow your characters to build up, right? Because normally you could do the thing where it's like, oh, there's no attacks in the slot. I don't need the defense. I can just skip a super attack so that we can do less damage to the enemy, not finish him off on this phase, and get an extra turn of stacking with the characters that need to super attack in order to stack. Glorio's not going to allow you to do that. That's the problem. Okay, so it looks like we had our first Piccolo is sealed here. Well, let's see. Where is Nail? Nail's on the opposite rotation of Piccolo right now. I think I want to see Nail's. We want to prioritize Nail building up, so I don't think I want to rotate off Nail. We're going to go ahead and rotate off Piccolo to get him on there. One other thing to note about this fight is that there's a lot of slot 1 supers that happen. That's like the gimmick of this fight, is you basically have to deal with slot 1 supers the whole time. Well, they can technically be slot 2, but they're on the slot 1 character. So like this time we got lucky that it wasn't true slot 1. But yeah, so that's why I've brought quite a few different slot 1 units on the team, right? We've got the Beast Gohan, the STR Piccolo, and the Daima Goku are all slot 1 units, and then once we get the stacking Piccolo and Nail built up here, they will also be feasible for slot 1. Basically, that's the idea here. The point is to try and get them to that level where they're going to be built up enough to be in slot 1. So it's worth showing. Piccolo's only got like 180k defense starting out here. Obviously, that's going to go up an insane amount throughout the fight here. Okay, we don't really want to see the dodges. It would be nice to see Beast Gohan build up here. I mean, I guess as long as you got the one hit to build up the defense is all that really matters, because like I was saying, we kind of want to do the least amount of damage possible, not the most. It looks like even this first phase has like a decent amount of HP, so we should be all right here. It is a little bit funky that we have to like rotate off. We didn't get perfect rotation, so we don't have Nail and Piccolo together. So yeah, I was gonna say I was hoping that we didn't like just KO this first fight without Piccolo being able to super. Hopefully Piccolo is able to exhaust as many supers as he needs to during this phase here. It looks like we will be able to. All right, let's see what Piccolo's got this time around. So starting out, very, very pathetic numbers. I guess also keep in mind he had no links active on this turn, right? And it is his very first turn. So, okay, great. 1 super attack. That definitely could have been better. Okay, Daima Goku got sealed. Not a huge deal. We'll still throw him in slot 1. His dodging is going to probably come in clutch for us. Okay, we'll do that. Get a little bit of healing with Nail here, and then we should be good to go. Oh, I actually just realized that my animations are off. On this next turn, I'll turn my animations on. We didn't get to see the Daima Goku or the Glorio intros, unfortunately, but that's okay. You know, we've got oh, I guess the Beast Gohan intro as well. But yeah, we have done a lot of these showcases over the last few days, so. I'm sure if you've been watching them, you've been seeing the animations. But yeah, we'll go ahead and turn the animations on here in a second, just for any of the active skills and stuff that we're going to launch a little bit later in the fight. Alright, Glorio coming in clutch for us. I actually wasn't paying perfect attention to how many super attacks we did with Nail. But lucky for us, we can just go check his card and see, right? Okay, we dodged a super there. That was nice. Yeah, let's go check on his card and see how many supers he did real quick. Oh my goodness, so many things happening. Unit super, active skill, damage taken. Like, oh, goodness. Okay. You couldn't see, but I was trying to click the wheel. And it wouldn't let me. Oh, it's only going to show you when they're on rotation, right? And then you open up their card like this. Okay, so we'll have to wait until next turn, and then we'll double check on Nail. Okay, so obviously we know Glorio is slot 3. We're definitely going to wait on that Beast Gohan active here. I'm kind of glad that we have taken this long so far to get through this phase. I think we picked a good fight for this, definitely. Okay, every turn we'll just keep prioritizing healing. In a little while, it's not going to matter, because once we get the Piccolo and Nail's defense high enough, they're just going to be full healing us every single turn with the orbs they select. Which is going to be very helpful for the later phases of the fight, right? Especially if we're throwing them in slot 1 and they're, like, not fully tanking, but still taking a little bit of damage. The orb selection is going to help balance that out. Nice, very big attacks from Beast Gohan with all those slot 1 attacks building him up. This is to be expected for sure. And since we're on the rotation, we don't have to worry about any stacks or build-up or anything. Now we're chilling. So he can do as much damage as he wants. And with Glorio here, we know we're going to finish off this phase, which does work out perfect, because this next turn, we're finally going to have Nail and Piccolo here. So that's not the kind of turn where you want to have 1 bar of HP left, right? Because you want them to be able to super attack as much as they can and do additional supers. And if one of them does a super attack and then the enemy finishes and you move on to the next turn, then that's a lot of stacks that you miss out on, right? So this actually did work out pretty perfectly. Okay, before I forget, let's go ahead and turn on the animations. Alright, still taking start of turn damage, love that. Alright, so it looks like we did end up double supering last turn, nice. We're already up to 930 defense. Oh, it's actually way higher when you link them together. He didn't have, like, any links active with him, right? So when you put all of these links that they've got together, oh my goodness. Yeah, Cold Judgment is a pretty big one, so is Namekian's. Makes sense. I think Experienced Fighters provide some defense as well. Okay, so he's already over 1 million. 2 super attacks, he's already over 1 million. Yeah, we're gonna leave the rotation like this. I think he can tank that perfectly fine. Unfortunately, we can't grab that 1 blue orb to show how much healing we would get, so we'll just... Oh, wait, do we want to transform with Piccolo? He no longer builds up once you transform with him, right? Yeah, he's not building anymore, so we're not gonna do his active skill yet. We're gonna wait. What are the activation conditions? Is it just a turn restriction? 70% or more with the Namekian's turn 4 later. Okay, that's... Yeah, not bad. That's definitely a skill that we can see proc easily. Some active skills are so hard to proc that it's like you might as well do it while you can, or you might not get a chance again, but this one should be fine. Considering it's that HP needs to be above a certain threshold and not below a certain threshold, right? Okay, so we've got over 600k HP to work with here. We should be fine. I'm assuming we're going to double-digit tank this. With type advantage, yeah, okay. Perfect. Very good by Nail. Let's see how many more super attacks we can get out here. Alright, here's 1. Okay, so we're up to 4 total at this point. Awesome. And remember, he's just going to have all these extra buffs in his passive too from having a Piccolo on rotation, so just having the 2 of them together side by side is so ridiculous. Yeah, this is a really, really big part about why I like the Glorio team. I think I might slightly alter this series that we're doing of these little, like, showcases. At first, it kind of started out where I was trying to do showcases of units that would pair really, really well with Glorio himself. The very first one I did was, like, the physical 50% support Gohan, just because they would be providing the massive support for each other. You know, so that was like a symbiotic relationship for them on a team. I guess we go ahead and do this. This is actually really funny because I have this Piccolo around too. We're getting the unit super doing the attack break every single turn with Beast Gohan, which is nice. Yeah, I guess we do this. I still don't think there's any reason for us to use his active yet, so we'll just keep hanging on to it. Later in the fight, maybe we'll touch it. Okay, let's get some same type orbs here. We're gonna get a premature Dokkan attack, but that's fine. I'm not worried about that. I'll be okay. But yeah, so I was originally just doing the showcase for, like, singular units, and then I did a couple of them where I was like, yeah, check out this whole team. I did, like, a team of UI Gokus. I did a team of, all of the anniversary boosted characters and stuff. So I think what I want to try and do is, because the Glorio, like, if you were to look in your, at like what characters are available on all of his leader skills, between Accelerated Battle, Battle of Wits, and Demonic Power, you can have units of any of the three of those categories, plus the few characters in the game that can be run off leader skill, like Beast Gohan, like Bulma, things like that. Then basically there's just so many different options of powerful characters that you can do. But more importantly, powerful rotations that you can do, right? So that's kind of what the main focus is of this video. Like, we've got the Nail and Piccolo rotation. So basically, it's like you just run the Glorio team. Like, this is one of the biggest benefits about the Glorio team, is that the fact that he is the leader, and you have to run two of them, but he is a slot 3 unit, right? That's so rare. Usually whatever team lead you have, you build your rotations around who's going to link up with that character specifically. But because this Glorio is just a support unit, you could pretty much run both the Glorios as your floating supports, run another floating support, and then just have two various rotations, you know. And because there's so many different units, you could run like the Piccolo rotation here, and then on the opposite side you could just have a UI Goku rotation. It doesn't even have to match up or anything. It's perfectly fine to do that. So yeah, you have like infinite options with this, and I think I want to start doing some teams like that, more like this, where we're focusing on like one specific rotation of units that you can bring on the Glorio team. Okay, so here we just had that example. This is an example of one of those worst possible things that we could have seen happen. We have, the enemy has just a tiny bit of HP left, which means that we're not going to, be able to get all of the super attacks with Nail and Piccolo that we would have wanted to see, unfortunately. I do really want to just juice the crap out of Nail, but as far as, like, because I do want to see, like, what the upper limits of him are, capability-wise, on this team. But the problem is that he is already, like, basically invincible, and Piccolo is not. The other problem is that... Oh, well, these are normal attacks. We know that because Piccolo's got a permanent scouter, right? If I remember correctly. It's been so long since I've used this unit. Yeah, he's got a permanent scouter. So we know there's no super attacks we have to worry about on this rotation. So we'll go ahead and put Piccolo slot 1. I think that's the smartest way. What's Glorio's defense? Nah, we want to get all of these AGL orbs. That's the play here. So we're gonna get 4 AGL orbs, maybe more if they spawn. Oh, nice. So we actually get 6 AGL orbs. Is that a full heal? Damn near. Okay, cool. That's good. So that's what I was talking about with Piccolo and Nail, right? We're not gonna have to worry about our HP too much at all. Okay, perfect. So we get the next super for Piccolo. That should put him upwards of like 700k at the start of this next rotation that he's on. Okay, and I believe now we're on to phase 3 out of 5. Okay, Daimagoku's got an active in here. Do we want to keep him on rotation now? Or are we just fine leaving Beast up front? Oh, wait, someone got locked. Oh, he got locked in slot 1. Okay, well, question answered. I guess we're going to leave it like this. Daimagoku's active is just attack. Yeah, it doesn't give us like an attack break or anything. Okay, let's go ahead and leave him in slot 1 and... yeah, I guess we'll just do a very, very normal turn of regular super attacks and stuff. Okay. Nothing special, nothing fancy, no active skills or anything. It looks like maybe, depending on the orbs we're able to select, we can do the Dokkan attack next turn. That might be a bad thing, though. I think I'm actually going to try not to get the Dokkan attack, because if we do get the Dokkan attack, this guy's already going to be at like 50% HP. It'll probably be another one-and-done turn. And again, we're on the Piccolo rotation. We want to get as many super attacks for Piccolo and Nail as we can. So we might try to purposely avoid getting a super if we can. Or getting the Dokkan attack. I think we can. If we do 3... We're at the point there where I think there's like 4 or 5 notches left on the bar. And if you're familiar with how that works, when you select any type of orbs, you'll move that notch up by 1. And when you select same type orbs, you move it up by 2. So I think as long as we're less than 6 notches, you could get the Dokkan attack here. But I think I want to purposely try not to. Oh no. No. This is aw, shoot. That's not good. Glorio got locked in slot 1. What do we do here? Oh my goodness. That's like absolutely not what you want to see happen, right? Okay. Here's the plan. Because Glorio just got locked in slot 1, and we had to rotate off this Piccolo, we know that this Piccolo is going to come around onto this rotation, which means for Nail's passive, the portion of his passive here where he needs a Piccolo... Oh, wait, just a Piccolo on the team. He doesn't even... He only needs a Piccolo on the team? Oh, wow. I thought he actually needed him on rotation. Okay, well then that's... I guess it's fine anyway, because he'll still share a lot of links with that other Piccolo. What's he sharing with... I mean, he still has Cold Judgment with Glorio, which is good, but obviously not quite as many links. He'll have more links with the other Piccolo. So I guess this is going to be the strat then. We'll leave the rotation like this. We know that that's all normal attacks coming out at Glorio, because we've got the Scouter up. We'll take our full heal. And since our rotations are getting screwed anyway, I don't see any reason why we can't just launch the Dokkan attack. I think it'll be fine. One more dodge for us. Nice. That was good. All right. We knew that was going to hurt a little bit, but obviously we would have only been in trouble if he didn't dodge anything, which we knew he was going to dodge some. Obviously, it would have been better if he dodged everything, but it doesn't really matter because we have this Dokkan attack coming in, so we're probably going to get a full heal from it. I say probably because Glorio's first attack is usually pretty low, so we're not going to do a ton of a damage on this first one. Like, I don't think it'll be a KO. But we did crit, so that helps us do more damage. Just remember that the more damage you do, the more healing you get. The healing that you get is a percentage of the damage you do. So I think that was going to be good enough for us to get that full heal in there. If not, I'm sure it won't matter. We'll probably be able to heal up some at the beginning of next turn. And we do still have the Beast Gohan active skill for like a free safe turn anytime we need it. So we'll have to remember that. But consider that we do have 2 phases left of the fight to go, I believe. In fact, I want to pull that up on the wiki on the side just to make sure. I took a quick glance at the stages beforehand, but I just want to make sure we're golden. Okay, I'll keep hunting for it as the super attack animations go off. Okay, so... Oh man, dude, the locking is just like screwing us badly. Okay, well, the good news is that our Glorios are not going to run into each other because they both have to stay on rotation for one time. So we don't have to worry about that. Let's go ahead and just do a normal turn again. No active skills or anything. I don't think we need them quite yet. Okay, back up to full HP. And this should be a dodge. Nice. Very good. Okay, with the super attack dodge out of the way, I think we're fine for the turn. Okay, where are we at here? Oh my goodness, there's so many challenge events on this website. This could be organized a lot better. Like the way that the challenge tab needs to be organized in game, I feel like that's what they should have done on the wiki. Where is it? There we go. Majin Buu Saga Red Zone. Stage 3. 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. Alright, yes, so this is phase 4 out of 5, and then we'll be doing the Majin Buu South Kai absorbed on the next rotation. Okay, perfect. So no more character locking. We also don't have our scouter up to know if we're going to be getting attacked in slot 1 there. But that's fine. He's got a decent tanking ability. I think we should be okay. He's got some damage reduction and stuff. Mind you, he does need some movie hero category allies in order to do, like, really good. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe... What if we use GLORIO'S active and attack break that first attack? Do we think it's even necessary? Probably not necessary, right? I think we'll be fine without it. But, you know, keep in mind, we do have some... It was a super. Okay, so we got stunned by that, and we took a lot of damage, but that's fine. We actually should have known that was coming. This guy basically always slot 1 supers. I think I said that at the very beginning of the fight. But I just kind of wanted to see if we would tank it or not. We tanked it. Yay, we tanked it. Did he seal my nail? Is that what... We didn't do any supers with him. I think he sealed him. Oh, no. Well, it's fine. At least our defense is kind of amazing. Okay, so we're going to need to keep in mind the potential slot 1 super. But I think we have the physical Piccolo around again, so we'll know for sure if there's going to be another one there. I'm not sure if he just supers... If the gimmick of the fight, I think, is that they super in slot 1 the first turn of their phase. But I don't think that that's guaranteed to, like, continue. Because obviously we saw multiple turns on that last phase where there was no super attacks, and definitely not a slot 1 super, right? Okay, so he's got a healing active skill that he's going to activate. Oh, no, he does have a super up there at slot 1 as well. Okay, so unfortunately our HP is not high enough to use GLORIO'S active right now, I think is the problem. Oh, no. He just hasn't done enough super attacks yet. Wait. That's weird. Did we already use it? Interesting. Okay. Daimagoku's is just damage, so I don't think I want to worry about his yet. Let's put Piccolo up front. Yeah. Because we know we don't have to worry about any hits in slot 1. He's going to get some extra build-up before he has to worry about getting hit at all. So that should be fine. Okay, not too much healing. It's no 72 million, if you know that deep cut. I guess it's not that deep of a cut. The red zone burst mode for Kid Buu, healing 72 million with max buffs is just insane. Okay, so we didn't do any damage, and Piccolo still got clapped a little bit there. Okay, so unfortunately for us on that run, we didn't have an insane time with our Piccolo. He should have been at like 200k higher defense than he was. Unfortunately, we had to rotate him off twice during that fight, which is just not it at all, right? So let's go ahead and... Here's demonic power, my goodness. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump back in. We'll just try and run it again. Obviously, the team has definitely got more power than we kind of saw here. There we go. Okay, that's better. That's better. So we have Piccolo and Nail on rotation together from the beginning. Okay, so the only real threat that we have is that third phase locking us, because that's going to screw up our rotations. Other than that, we're kind of fine, like, just overall. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this, just to keep us safe. Yeah. Just because Glorio pre-super not getting, not getting dodges would be bad for us. I think, yeah, we just saved ourselves a potential a lot of HP lost, especially because I can assume there's going to be a super attack right here. No, there isn't. Oh, okay, wow. That is kind of interesting. So he isn't really guaranteed to super up front for the first 4 phases. It's just like something he has a heightened ability to do, like a better chance, I guess. Okay, here's hoping that Glorio leaves enough HP left on this first phase that both Piccolo and Nail can get as many super attacks as they need on the next turn. I don't know if we're going to get lucky enough for that to happen. We're kind of doing a lot of damage here. Okay, Glorio, okay. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, well, now what I'm hoping for is that we just finish off the phase. But I don't think that we're going to because this Glorio isn't linked up with anyone. So he's not going to be doing as much damage. But obviously, you know, if we still get lucky and get like 5 super attack crits, then, you know, we'll be in business. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Yeah, we're definitely not looking at like 30 million like the other one. Jeez. Oh. And? Okay, if this crits, we finish it off. Wait, there's no way. Oh, no! Glorio, oh gosh. Okay, that's super annoying. Alright, we've got our fabulous Piccolo and Nail rotation began, and now we can't even do any attacks. Like, we're gonna do 1 super and it's over. That's actually so unfortunate. This is the biggest problem, right, that I was talking about, of using stacking units on Glorio's team. He has got a very, very not stacking friendly build, so it is what it is. Not much we could do about that. Very, very hard to control how much damage you're going to do on any given rotation with Glorio around. Okay. Obviously, it's not active skill time yet. We'll leave Beast Gohan up front. Let's do it. Save all those yellows for Glorio, yeah. Go. Okay, so again, we kind of have to hope for the same. That, you know, Glorio isn't just going to absolutely wreck the enemy here. He's got type Dis on this turn, so I think we'll be okay. And then on next turn, barring, like, super attack placement, we can probably put Physical Piccolo slot 1, allow him to do as many attacks as he wants, because he's got type Dis as well, so he's not going to be doing that much damage, and then we'll have Nail finish it off. Because I think the enemy might be in a position where if we put Nail in slot 1, he would probably finish him off, just depending how good his RNG is on the rotation, given, like, crits and additionals and stuff. Okay, Piccolo, thank you. Not the unit we want to see be getting additionals, but... I guess we'll take it. He's not doing much damage anyway, so it's fine. And it does help with his defense, right? It also does help with some support, if I remember correctly. I'm going to need to look at his super attack effect again. I think he does buff allies? I can't remember fully. Okay. Man, why couldn't we have had a turn with a Glorio turn like that last turn? That would have been nice. Okay, there is a slot 1 super here, so I think I do have to put Nail up front, just to make sure we don't have any shenanigans happen like what happened last time. So we'll do this, and then perfect, lots of orbs for... Dude, Piccolo's defense isn't even as high as Glorio's yet. This is bad. I guess we're going to give all these to Glorio, since he has a higher defense count. Gonna get more healing for us. Okay. And then we're going to get a guaranteed double super here. Hopefully we can get a triple. Would be really nice. Alright, so this is the guaranteed one from the passive, from having a Piccolo on the team. And then, no hidden potential system additional. Okay. We should be fine here. No worries. Yeah. He's got plenty of enough HP, plus the... What, does he have some additional damage reduction, or is it just extra stats? I can't fully remember. But yeah, and then having the type advantage too helps. Okay, there we go. Double super from Piccolo. We're going to need to see a lot more of these coming out. Some triple supers would be nice too. Help him catch up on that that defense he didn't get on the first turn. Okay, now this is a situation where Glorio can just go ham. He can do as much as he wants. Because, ideally, I want to finish off this phase on the next rotation. That way we don't have another one of those dunce cap turns for Nail and Piccolo. That would be really bad. Oh, man. I don't like the placement. I don't like where the HP bar is at right now. I think that that's going to mean trouble for the next turn. No, I really hope that that's not the case. Alright. Do this. Okay, all I can really do is hold my breath and hope, right? We were only able to get, like, the 2 stacks. It would have been nice if there was 8 attacks at the beginning, so that Beast Gohan could build up a ton and do, like, a way higher attack stat. But, I don't know if it's gonna happen this time around. Or, I mean, I know that it didn't happen this time around. Yeah, it's looking like he's gonna have some HP left, but, okay, so then I guess the real solid strat on this next turn is gonna be put Physical Piccolo in the first slot, so that he can do some attacks, and then hopefully Nail can get a super as well. Okay, this is perfect. This is going to do, like, nothing. And then Daima Goku, because we've been rotating him off, he's not really built up either, so he should probably be at a pretty low attack stat as well. This is good. This is good. And this should be alright. We'll take damage, but not... Yeah, not an amazing amount. Okay. That was where the double super really could have helped us, right? Tank a little bit better. Okay, perfect. Yeah, he's still got enough HP for us to work with. We are the ones that don't really have enough HP. My goodness. Okay. So the super attack's at the end there. We can trust Glorio to dodge it if it comes down to that, but I'm pretty sure we're going to KO him before then. Yeah, let's... Okay, this is my idea for the rotation. We'll get that orb for a little bit of healing, and then all of these orbs for some good healing. Nice, and we can even get some more. Okay, I'm pretty sure both Nail and Piccolo will be able to do all of their supers, so we should be fine here. Because remember, Nail is going to be building up a lot of defense, but he's not building up attack. So though he's got type advantage, so that's helping him a little bit. He is building a little bit of attack within the turn, so that's, you know, making him do a little bit more damage, but he's not putting out, like, amazing attack numbers. That's not really the idea with him being here, right? Alright, and then Glorio's probably going to be able to finish this off. Again, ideally, Glorio wouldn't finish them off so that we know we get the KO on the next rotation, and then we have an entire full health bar to work with Nail and Piccolo. So yeah, typically you wouldn't want him to finish here. That way the off rotation that doesn't matter whether they attack or not, they can just finish off. But because we have that super attack here at the end... Kind of would be nice to see Glorio finish this. If we get a crit, he's done. We just have to crit because of the type disadvantage. And he isn't doing that. Okay, well, we didn't finish him. So now we just have to dodge this. And the dodge comes in now. Perfect. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, I don't think we need to do anything funky here. Still only on phase 2 right now. So we still have a lot of fight to go. I think it's probably smart to hang on to some of our like active skill resources and stuff like that. I think we'll probably just keep saving them for now. Okay, and we should be moving on to the next rotation here. Pretty free and easy. Okay, so here's where things are going to start to get a little bit dicey, right? Moving on to this third rotation, we now have the locking to deal with. So obviously, our Piccolo and Nail are going to be in slots 2 and 3 here. So let's see who gets locked. Someone's about to be. And the physical Piccolo got locked in the final slot again. Okay, well, at least we have Daima Goku up front. So, you know, ideally, like, this could have been better again. So, we missed out on a turn of stacking at the beginning because of that unfortunate, like, you know, having a sliver of HP left. And then now he's getting rotated off again. I suppose I could have brought a Senzu Bean item to cancel the locking and keep our rotations solid the way we need them. But, this is going to have to work. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and just do it, I guess. He could transform because we just went over the 77% HP mark, or the 70% HP mark, but we don't need him. We don't need him to transform yet. I still want him to build up more. Alright, and with that, we had a full heal. Lots of same type orb selection. Alright, Daima Goku able to actually do some supers here with a real attack stat. For once, we didn't just rotate him off, right? And that's going to help these next two hit a little bit harder, too. Because remember, we have the super attack effect, which kind of massively buffs the attack power of the units around Daima Goku, so. Alright, and a triple super attack turn. That should be very, very good for Nail's defense. I wonder when we're going to see him upwards of 2 million. Probably the next time we see him around, right? Alright, if we're going to get a triple super attack turn with Piccolo anytime, now is the time to do it. Okay, there's two. This one was the one that had the chance to proc from the passive, and then the hidden potential system did not go off. Okay, cool. Okay, so 2 out of 3 ain't bad for that. And was that a slot 1 lock we just saw? Oh, no. That's not what we want. Okay, because of the slot 1 lock, I'm actually going to do this. We're going to launch Beast Gohan's active to make sure that he is targeted by all the attacks. We're also going to get the Dokkan attack here, which we can't really help because it's Glorio. Like, Let's do the Beast Gohan active, see how much damage it does, and go from there.
Is that all you've got?
Oh, I thought there was a super along with it. Okay, it's just the target all mechanic. Should be fine. Then we'll save the Glorio active. I was thinking we were going to do damage with that while we activated the, you know, while we activated the targeting mechanic. That's like what Blue Gogeta does, right? Like, he does some damage and then activates the target all, so I was thinking it was going to be the same way with Beast. I just misremembered. Okay, so, but yeah, I was thinking if we had both those active skills, then we would launch them just to ensure that we KO here. But that's fine. I think we'll just go ahead and save them. Okay, obviously, again, because it's Glorio, the Dokkan attack is not going to KO. His very first attack is really weak. One of the other small downsides of a Glorio team is that Glorio himself cannot get the Dokkan attacks for you, which in this fight is only a problem because he got locked in slot 1. Okay, perfect. And then I do like that we did the Beast Gohan active because I think that that's going to give Beast Gohan enough with all of these hits he's about to take here. It's going to give him enough attack power to be able to finish off this guy, or at least get him low enough that Piccolo can finish him off. Okay. Yeah, 18 million. This should be good. So let's see some crits and additionals here, please. I really, really, really want to finish off this phase for a couple of reasons, right? For a couple of reasons. Obviously, the first of which being I want to be done with this character locking. Okay, sick. There we go. Yeah, so no more character locking able to screw us over. Just ruined both of our rotations really quick. No big deal. But yeah, didn't want to have to deal with that anymore. And then on top of that, we don't run into the situation where the enemy has a sliver of health, and then we've got units that need to stack, right? Okay. No more character locking. Very good. Let's go ahead and get Nail. Oh, I guess we should put it... Nail gets the ultimate rotation here. He gets the Daimagoku rotation plus Glorio. We get to see how he looks. Do we want to launch active skills here? Probably not, right? I mean, we're pretty safe this turn no matter what. Like, there's pretty much no way that he can KO us here. Because Daimagoku and Glorio are both going to dodge everything, and then Nail is going to double-digit tank everything. So yeah, there's really no reason for us to use the active skills on this turn. We'll just hold him. We do have to keep in mind that Glorio has that attack break possibility with his active skill. That's the main reason we would want to activate it, is if we want that attack break, like if we need that right here. And obviously we didn't need it on this turn, as you can see. Having like a really dodge heavy unit that has type disadvantage or type advantage in the first slot, like, you know, not a huge cause for protection with you know, the attack disable. Okay, we took a stun, but obviously that was post-super, so no big deal. So yeah, that's a perfect example of, like, if we saw a slot 1 super, we might want to use the Glorio active to prevent being stunned or something like that, right? That could be very good. Or then we know there's a possible heal that can come out as well. Which obviously he doesn't heal that much, but it still would be worthwhile to prevent, potentially. Depending on the situation. Okay, so right now, it looks like if we use the Glorio active, we will prevent a heal, but we're not going to prevent the super attack being launched. So, last time, what we did was we didn't use any... We put Piccolo in slot 1, and he KO'd us. That was what happened here. So, I think we need to rely on someone else. Unfortunately, I think because of this super attack here, we have to actually put... Yeah, we have to put Beast in slot 1. Okay. So... I kind of want to get Nail and Piccolo back together. But if I do that, that means that I have to rotate off Piccolo. I think I would rather rotate off Nail. So I think next turn we'll rotate off Nail and put him on this rotation since he's already, like, invincible. And then we can go from there, maybe. That can be a thing. Again, I still don't want to transform Piccolo yet. He hasn't gotten enough buildup. So we'll not do that, and then, yeah, we already decided we don't need the action break, so we won't use Glorio's active either. Okay, so now it's just going to be up to Beast to tank this super attack, which is the very first thing he's going to get hit with, so I guess we're going to have to get lucky. Hopefully we get a double super here for the maximum amount of defense, and then it's good that we actually kept Glorio in slot 3, because that means we're going to get the 50% defense bonus here. From his passive effect, right? Okay, there we go. The double super comes out. We'll see if we get lucky enough for a third one. Could be good. Oh, Beast Gohan has the action break on his super attack because we have a Piccolo on rotation. That's the unit super effect. Okay, sick. Full double-digit tanking. You love to see it. Man, that actually could have been really cool if, oh, so it looked like the super attack was the third one. If the super attack was that first attack, then Beast Gohan would have action broke it. That would have been really cool. Unfortunately, not the case. Okay, he's got 2 bars of HP left. Let's see if Glorio's got what it takes to take him down. That would be helpful. Though, at this point, I mean, we're about to rotate off Nail, potentially. I might need to rethink that a little bit. We are on the last... We just entered into the very last phase here. So I don't know if it's going to be worthwhile to rotate him off at this point. Like, by the time we get him back around onto rotation together, the fight's going to be over. So I think I might just leave them separate. Yeah. Yeah, let's leave them separate. And then it's the very end of the fight, so now is the perfect time, if any, to just start launching active skills. Let's go ahead and see Daimagoku's. Wow, goodness gracious. That was cool. That did more damage than I was expecting it to be honest with you. Okay, and then now we probably want to have the Piccolos linked up, right? Yeah, they've got more links active. Look at this guy's defense. 2.2 million is kind of insane. More than kind of, to be honest. Alright, let's see what kind of damage numbers and stuff we're able to put out on this turn. Okay, 9.4, not terrible, but also not, like, really good or anything. But yeah, we have the lingering Glorio support, plus the, I believe the Daimagoku support activates with the active skill, no? Should. And then Nail finishes it off for us. Wow, okay. Easy peasy. I mean, I guess we would have had the same result if we attempted to rotate him off, because he just would have KO'd the enemy in slot 3 instead of in slot 1, but that is fine. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the Frieza fight. So we've got 5 phases of Frieza to beat here. And then on top of that, I did bring a Ghost Usher, or not Ghost Usher, a Senzu Bean this time, just in case there's any phases that lock. I don't think there are, but if there are, then we could just cancel the locking real quick, just to make sure we can get our rotations solid here. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump out and then come back in when we have our rotation set up with the Piccolo and Nail side by side, just so we can see a really, really strong, accurate like display of what they're gonna do, right? Like at their maximum capability. Okay, there we go. Now we got them together, and they're on turn 1, so we're gonna get the max possible buffs for them. We're never gonna let them be rotated off rotation. So yeah, I think we could just consistently keep Nail in slot 1 and then have Piccolo in slot 2. And we'll just leave it like that for basically the entire fight. I am going to go ahead and turn off the animations, since we have already experienced all the intros and stuff. I'll turn them back on for the active skills later. Okay, I don't think I want to rush the Dokkan attack too much this time, but it's not going to make too much of a difference either way. Nice dodge. We love to see that. Yeah, I think like a lot of these fights, we're going to have the capability to like 1 turn or 2 turn, regardless of having the Dokkan attack. It's not something we're definitely going to be like relying on for this time around. Oh, no. Okay. I blundered. I should have put Piccolo in slot 1 there, just to make sure that he could get attacks first, right? Yeah, that was a little bit of an oopsie on my part. I wasn't paying attention to how few health bars that Frieza actually had before I just started attacking him with Nail, so whoopsie. But I wanted to move a little bit quicker just so we can start getting through this fight. I am hoping this is just going to be 1 attempt here, and we'll get through this fight and it'll be done. Just because we're peaking on an hour of recording here, so. Okay, this is a kind of useless rotation for us. We're going to have to just wait. We're getting a Glorio support active, I guess. And without a doubt, Glorio is going to KO this second form Frieza here. Definitely shouldn't have any problems there. Okay, that's... Alright, so now we've got Piccolo and Nail again. Okay, so with this one, I am going to put Nail in the first slot because Piccolo has type advantage, right? which is, yeah, I should have done the reverse last time, but whoopsie to me. Okay, this is good. So I guess, you know, one kind of funny thing that I want to point out with this team, I was talking about it earlier in the showcase of the idea of building rotations, right? So you're grabbing a Glorio team, and then you're grabbing 4 characters, with the intention of having 2 pairs, right? So you can have the Nail and Piccolo rotation, and then right now we have like the Beast Gohan and STR Piccolo rotation. You could also have like a UI Goku rotation. You could have a couple of Boos as a rotation, right? There's like so many different options. One thing that is a little bit of an asterisk in the corner of that comment is Daima Goku, while he is great for the Glorio team, and it's really, really awesome to see those busted turns where you have Daima Goku first slot, whatever character you're trying to you know, just wank in the second slot, and then Glorio in the third slot, so you just get so much support for that specific character for the turn. That doesn't actually work out well when you have 4 units that you're trying to keep on common rotations, because then it means that you're taking, unless Daima Goku is one of those characters that's on the, you know, one of the 4 of the rotations that you're keeping in slot 1, then that means you're rotating Daima Goku off, and he's your other 3rd slot unit with the 2 Glorios, and that doesn't actually work out too well. Just because Daima Goku is built to be in slot 1, right? So that's going to be a bit problematic. So, like, ideally, what I should have done with this type of team, since I'm not using him as a slot 1, is I should have just taken him off and used a different, like, slot 3 supporting unit. That could have been potentially, you know, helping us out even more. But obviously, it's worth noting that on that last fight, because they had the locking and stuff, Daima Goku ended up needing to be used in slot 1 here or there. And I think that's an important you know, lesson to learn, is that even though he isn't designed to be in slot 1, he is designed to be in slot 1. He is a slot 1 character, but I mean, on this team build, he isn't designated as a slot 1 unit, is what I mean. It is still nice that he has that capability, so that if there is a turn you run into where you would be just KO'd outright if you didn't have him there, so like, for instance, here, right? Let's say that super attack is something we were really worried about in that first slot, then we could just throw Daima Goku there and he would be fine, right? As opposed to just being like, well, we have a slot, we brought a different slot 3 unit, so we don't really have anyone to go in slot 1 and tank. Which obviously we do have Nail, so that's not going to be a huge deal. Piccolo's defense is still looking very pathetic, so we're definitely not going to put him in slot 1, and we're definitely not going to transform him to stop the stacking. So let's go ahead and just do this. How many supers have we gotten with him? 1 so far? That's it? And he's had 6. Okay. So we're on turn 5. And Piccolo has supered once. So we're seeing a common theme here. This has been happening on every attempt we've been going into these fights. Piccolo is just not doing great. Granted, I have been prioritizing Nail, like, especially one of the places I'm kicking myself is turn 1 here, right? That could have been 2 or potentially 3 super attacks for Piccolo, on top of the couple that Nail got, and we just straight up missed out on him because I played it wrong, right? So the first 2 runs that we had, the failed run and then the successful run on the Boo fight before, you know, we had to see the physical Piccolo being rotated off rotation multiple times and stuff. So he didn't get an insane amount of buildup, and then obviously here we had that turn 1 blunder. So we have not seen an absolutely perfect showcase from this Piccolo, but I think that that's a good thing, because even without perfection, we're able to see, you know, what you're more realistically likely to run into, right? When you jump into an event with him, because it's pretty unlikely that with all the RNG you need for things to run perfectly, that you'll get that every time. And then, you know, it has been pretty close to perfect RNG with the Nail. He's been getting a lot of additional super attacks. He's always been on rotation where we need him. We haven't ever gotten him locked off of rotation and having to be floated or anything. So yeah, he's been looking pretty good for us. But I really, really would like to see a little bit more from the physical Piccolo here. Would be nice. Okay. We're on the full power Frieza phase. This is the final phase of the fight. So I think I'm just gonna... we don't need the active. We don't need the active. We'll be fine without it. Daima Goku's got this. Just gotta trust in Daima Goku. In fact, you know, the super attack is sitting in the very first attacking slot after Beast Gohan, which means we're going to attack break it. How about that? That's what I'm betting. So we'll be perfectly fine no matter what. Wow, that was a lot of attacks he took there. It's a good thing he was tanking. Definitely didn't have a good dodging turn there. Okay, so because this is the last phase, it looks like we're probably just going to get the one more turn of Piccolo and Nail. And then we're going to be wrapping up the fight here. So on this next turn, I'm probably going to transform Piccolo. Not probably. I am definitely going to transform Piccolo. We'll check out his stats and stuff at the start of turn, see where he's gotten to with those last couple of supers that he did, and go from there. Okay, so we've got a slot 2 super. That's good. We can note that for later. All right, so Nail's at 2.5 million defense. Wonderful. And then our Piccolo here still only had 600k. Keep in mind, he's only done 3 super attacks. Literally 3. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Number of attack. Oh, no, it's above it. It's above it. Yeah. So he's only done 3 super attacks. That's really, really not good. How many has he done now? 9. So he's tripling him. That's makes sense. Okay, let's go ahead. Make sure the animations are on. We'll go ahead and do the Piccolo transformation real quick. Alright, sick. We are now fused with Kami. Our numbers are looking pretty comparable to what they were. Links didn't really change here, so we're still linking up very, very well with Nail and stuff. Let's see. Do we put him in slot 1 here? Maybe not. Let's actually do this. So we'll put Nail up front, because we know Nail isn't doing like an insane amount of damage and stuff. We know he'll be safe for slot 1, and then we can see what Piccolo's looking like. I don't even remember like what his kit does. So obviously we're getting the massive raise. Okay, so he's got the 40% damage reduction. Okay, and then he's got the great chance of an additional. And then he gets more like a crit boost and stuff with when HP is more. Okay, and then some recovery. Nice. Okay, not bad, not bad. So he's pretty straight up. There's not too much extra in his passive that we're not going to see like at the start of turn, right? Because a lot of units have stuff that procs on super attack and throughout the turn and as they get additional attacks and stuff. But we don't have to worry about any of that with Piccolo here. All right, so we'll see how good he looks damage-wise. Obviously, he's been putting out about 10 million. Is pretty much where he's been at. Hey, my music stopped. There we go. I've been recording so long, I thought I wasn't listening anymore. Okay. All right. Okay, Nail. Okay, Nail. Jeez, dude. Can we just get one? I'm trying to showcase Piccolo here, and Nail is just like stealing the show at every corner. Oh my god. All right, there we go. Yeah, we got one attack with Piccolo. That's all we needed. There we go. The KO goes through. We win the fight. Awesome. Okay. All right. So that's Nail and Piccolo there. Yeah, I think it's kind of a cool strat that Nail builds up as fast as he does, having a Piccolo around, because it means you can basically do what I did. Obviously, it doesn't make Piccolo look that insane, and he is a little bit of a liability in the sense that you can't depend on him to tank all of the attacks and stuff that, you know, you would hope, but Nail can do that, right? So if you just prioritize, you know, getting your stat raises with Nail early on, to the point where he's upwards of 1 million defense, he's going to be a really, really solid slot 1 character for you and stuff. And then you could start focusing on building up Piccolo after that. Yeah, just keep in mind that not many fights that are coming out nowadays are long enough for you to really be able to do much. And, you know, if you jump into, like, the Janemba fight or the Super Gogeta fight, then, like, obviously these guys are going to get mollywopped turn 1. It's going to be really bad for you, right? So... but it is worth noting that Piccolo does have that scouter that's going to help keep them alive on their rotation for the earlier parts of the fight. So, yeah, still a very, very viable option. Love using Piccolo and Nail. Obviously, can be a little bit frustrating because you need consistent RNG throughout the fight, but when it works, it really works. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little showcase. There should be more of these coming out soon, so look forward to that. If you guys have any additional comments you want to add about Piccolo and Nail here, then yeah, go ahead and shoot them down in the comments below. Thanks guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.